What is philosophy? Is this word even comprehensive enough to contain all the meanings bundled up in what it is? Why does philosophy arise so naturally in the human experience? Our very condition forces us to become philosophical. Consciousness must contend with this reality, and we must think and develop concepts in order to know how to live and act in the world. The process of living itself is teeming with lessons. This cannot be avoided. Such lessons teach us on how to be in the world. In other words, living itself produces philosophy, naturally and spontaneously. All people must contend with some aspects of philosophy or become philosophers themselves. This is inevitable. Philosophy and the understanding of the nature of reality is perhaps the most important thing to grasp in life, besides spiritual and theological matters which touch every aspect of this brief life of ours. The general public have the wrong idea about philosophy. They, or we, or academia, make philosophy into an intellectual activity seemingly out of reach of the common person. This is only partially true. It is true insofar that people are not really taught or trained or educated to think, let alone to do the antecedent step, which is to observe. Yes, philosophy requires immense intellectual effort because understanding concepts is the most difficult of mental activities. Philosophy is harder than physics. At least with physics we have equations and mathematics. Not to mention the many hundreds of years of pre-existing literature and philosophical knowledge that one has to become familiar with. But more important than reading the thoughts of others, it is vital that one's own thoughts be developed, probed, nurtured, tested, and committed to paper. Our educational system is utterly flawed and teaches to the lowest common denominator. School is schooling. It isn't a real education. Not all authors, books, thinkers are created equal. Some are of much higher quality than others. Be careful what you read. Be selective. Don't waste time reading junk. After all, as Arthur Schopenhauer so correctly observed, the book business is largely just that, a business, a vehicle for people to work and make money. Most books are not works of scholarly devotion or even original thought. They're just opinion or a mishmash of facts. A great book, number 1, gives true, deep insights. Number 2, reveals something about human nature or life. Number 3, is a labor of immense creativity. Number 4, changes the reader who encounters it. And number 5, restructures your understanding of the nature of reality. Otherwise, it is just mindless entertainment. Philosophy requires effort, but it begins with observation, experience, and deep and constant meditation.